Hi, my name is Temis, Foundation Year Sports Therapy student at Solomon University. In this video, I will present my workout plan for my client Hayden, who wants to increase his muscular strength. Before beginning any physical activity, my client completed a health screening, Parkey form. This has allowed him for a safe session.
To begin the session, I got Hayden to perform rowing on the row machine as a warm-up. This will increase his heart rate and increase blood flow around the body whilst also warming up his muscles. This will help to lower his risk of injury when performing any of the main exercises. With Hayden demonstrating very good form, I did not have to intervene too much, and he completed the warm-up with no implications. As my client Hayden wanted to increase his muscular strength, the test I chose was a 1-rep max test. Present on the screen is a step-to-step guide on how to calculate a 1-rep max with all the safety procedures involved. A 1-rep max refers to the maximum amount of weight you can lift for one repetition of a given exercise. It's used as a marker of overall strength and power in the exercise. It can also help you estimate how much weight to lift in the future based on the desired number of repetitions. For example, if you want to challenge yourself with 5 reps of back squats and you know your 1-rep max number for this exercise, you can simply calculate the weight to put on the barbell as 85 to 90% of your 1-rep max. According to a review from 2020, finding your 1-rep max is a reliable test of overall muscular strength. This applies to different age groups, males and females, and single joint or multi-joint exercises. An older 2003 study determined that conducting a 1-rep max test is safe for healthy children and adults as long as they follow appropriate procedures, a finding that is still cited by research today. To help Hayden use correct form and help to also minimize any risk of injury as we're lifting some heavy weights to get a 1-rep max, I got Hayden to perform 10 reps with just the bar weight, focusing on slow, concentrated movements to get real correct form and warm up his tries specifically, as they'll be under a lot of strain when lifting the weight. Moving into performing the 1-rep max test, I will be Hayden's spot to make sure he is safe throughout the test. Hayden will perform 5 reps per weight, with the weight increasing every 5 reps performed. The weight was increased by 10 kg each time. In between lifts, Hayden would take 2 to 3 minute rests. As Hayden progressed throughout the test, I decreased the reps on weight starting around 70 kg, as it was noticeable he could lift the weight 1 to 2 times but could not complete a full 5 reps. Hayden had failed a rep on 90 kg, so I assisted him safely out of the lift. The highest weight Hayden could lift was 80 kg, resulting in the end of the test. After finishing the test and having a 2 to 3 minute rest, I got Hayden to cool down with 10 reps of just the bar, concentrating on his form and slow, concentrated movements. The first exercise I used for Hayden's exercise plan was the cable fly. For this, I have Hayden doing a slow extension to really work his pectoral major and his pectoral minor. Hayden was instructed to focus on a hold for around 2 seconds at the peak of the extension with a slow, controlled return. This will help him to maintain good form and work all aspects of the pectoral muscles. This exercise will be done for 5 sets of 8 reps. Hayden used exceptional form, so little intervention was required from me. The cable chest fly provides constant tension throughout the exercise, enhancing muscle hypertrophy and promoting pectoral definition while also encouraging shoulder health and stability, due to the isolated movement of the chest and supportive shoulder muscles. The next exercise I chose for his plan was the dumbbell bench press. This exercise focuses on his chest and triceps, 2 areas that are very key to his progression. Using explosive extensions and concentrated retraction, working both muscles simultaneously, hypertrophying the muscles and building stamina, decreasing the chance of muscle fatigue. This was allowing Hayden to perform more reps at a higher weight, drastically accelerating the time taken to build muscle. This was done for 5 sets of 8 reps, and Hayden performed all reps with clean form, requiring very little intervention from me.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe.
Dumbbell bench press. The dumbbell bench press is an upper body pressing exercise where you lie on a bench and push weights above your chest. This versatile exercise can help you get stronger, build muscle, and improve joint stability. The primary muscles worked during dumbbell bench press are your pectorals, anterior deltoids, and triceps. Your core, lower body, and upper back muscles also play a secondary stabilizing role. Most people can perform dumbbell bench presses, although they can be contradicted if you have trouble lying on your back. The third exercise for Hayden's plan was shoulder press. This exercise targets the 3 deltoid heads consisting of anterior delts, medial delts, and posterior delts. For this exercise, I got Hayden to perform rapid extensions and controlled retraction. The explosive extension will really help to hypertrophy his shoulder muscles, helping with muscle building. I also got Hayden to use controlled retractions, as this will help with his form and minimize his risk of injury. Again, Hayden used correct form, so did not require much advice or intervention, and this was performed for 5 sets and 8 reps.
Fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah.
Shoulder press. The seated shoulder press machine is a fixed weight machine that replicates the movement of a seated shoulder press. The shoulder press machine primarily targets the deltoids, with some involvement from the triceps and clavicular head of the pecs. The shoulder press machine is a great place to start if you're new to weight training, as it allows you to become familiar with the movement and strengthen the shoulders while minimizing the risk of injury. The final exercise I chose for Hayden's plan was tricep extensions. This exercise isolates and strengthens the triceps, builds upper body pushing strength, can be progressed to heavier weights over time, and helps to develop an overall arm size and definition. I have altered the exercise by using 2 separate cable ropes at full length. This helps to really focus on the extension part of the exercise, really working the triceps brachii, which is the main muscle targeted during the triceps extension. This large 3-headed muscle on the back of the upper arm is responsible for extending the elbow joint. This exercise also works on the pectoral major, which is another target muscle. I have Hayden perform a slow, concentrated extension to really work the muscle with a slightly faster concentric movement. We completed 5 sets of 8, really working on the muscles, getting good gains out of the session. Hayden performed very good form throughout, so there was very little intervention from me. Triceps extension. The main benefit of the tricep extension is the enhancement in size and power of your triceps. Exercises like tricep pushdowns, skull crushers, and overhead tricep extensions all engage your triceps and encourage muscle strength and size. Now that we have completed our session plan and done our 1-rep max test, we're now going to do a quick self-reflection on Hayden's performance. Some positives to Hayden is that Hayden attends the gym regularly. Because of this, he has good form and a good base knowledge of gym safety. The benefits of this is that Hayden can stay safe in the gym whilst performing the exercises, as well as use correct and proper form, which further boosts his ability to complete reps. As an athlete, Hayden knows what areas he wanted to target. This allowed me to put together a plan that targets key muscle groups, and this will further accelerate his progress whilst performing the exercises. Hayden also hit a new PB on the bench press when performing his 1-rep max test. Benefit of this is that it shows that Hayden does have the ability to progress. For improvements, Hayden could work on his consistency whilst attending the gym, as well as having a plan so that he gets the most out of his training. This will benefit him to use effective training methods and allows him to progress his ability faster as he's putting in more hours. Although his form is good, he begins to fatigue and he can become complacent with his form, and this could lead to a potential injury. Hayden needs to also be careful of overexertion, as he can push himself too hard when performing lifts, as he will really push himself. This could also lead to a potential injury, and this will massively impact his training.